Fellas, I saw the comments. You guys want to see the TRX? Here it is. This is a personal one. I was gonna keep this one to myself. Man, it's beautiful out here. But yeah, I saw the comments. I figured I'd share it with my family. If you're new to this channel, this channel is all about diesels. This thing's the furthest thing from a diesel. You know, with diesel work, hauling, association kind of deal. This is all about fun and play. And this is the small little boy Paul version, what he would buy. Guys, I get emotional, and I'm honestly humbled to own this truck. This is a $100,000 toy truck, and I couldn't be that. Like, I'm a kid in a candy store. Every time I drive this thing, I'm grinning. Like, I got to do a video about it, and I'm like an idiot smiling here and talking about it. I hope no one's watching this. Anyways, guys, I am super thankful to my family for the support of this vehicle. I was raised in call it a mid-class family. You never buy anything like this. There's no logic to it. One of the most useless trucks. This truck probably couldn't compete with the average truck on the market right now as far as towing capability, as far as payload. But that's not why you buy a TRX. Let's stay focused here. I'm not a sales guy. I ain't gonna tell you about all these buttons and options and stuff. I'm gonna tell you why a diesel guy, hardcore diesel guy, Cummins guy, bought a truck like this for his daily. Clearly, he doesn't need a truck for a daily. Yeah, I get that loud and clear. If you're new to this channel, I run a few companies, and a couple of the companies are in the trucking industry. I used to take care of a lot of it myself, you know, put out fires, hauling loads and stuff like that. I don't really do that nowadays. Anyways, go watch my channel, or go watch previous videos on this channel. You'll see, you know, I used to have a 14 as my OG, I call it OG 14 limited, and then I had a 19 limited, and then I got a 21. Recently sold my mega cab, and now I'm in this as a daily. So point of this video isn't about my life and my business. Point of this video is how happy Paul is to daily this thing. I haven't had this thing long. Shoot, I think this thing has a couple 100 miles on it. But yeah, so let's talk about outside, because we're literally in the roadway. I better make this real quick and jump in, and we'll go for a ride. What stood out to me is the suspension, the overkill of the suspension. It blew me away when I saw that shock back there. The first truck I saw was in person at a dealership. It was a charcoal one, bare bones, kind of threw me off. Didn't even have proximity cam. Like, well, even if I wanted to buy this, I wouldn't be okay with it. I know someone bought it, built it for what a TRX is all about, but there's more to it. You need amenities, guys. Come on. Don't go that cheap when you're building stuff. But teach their own, and that guy had a good reason. I'm pretty sure he knew he was just going to buy it, do his thing with this company, and he traded it in for actual diesel truck. Anyways, then comes this thing, because I spoke to my sales guy, and he's like, we could probably order you one. Let's talk to so-and-so, the guy that's in charge of ordering. And he did. They allowed me to order this truck. I got a really good deal on it. In my opinion, it's a really good deal. But this is a truck that pictures, videos don't do it justice, guys. This is a truck you go check out in person, and you see for yourself. As I said, probably one of the most useless trucks I've owned. But it is a phenomenal truck. It is a well decked out truck, and I have a lot of fun doing what I'm doing with it. So to make a long story short, just pretty much everything checked off on it. Besides, there's a couple things I forgot to do. I think I forgot or something happened with the bed liner. I don't have a bed liner in here. I mean, you can tell, I don't think I loaded anything in here yet. No bed liner, and I don't know what happened to the step. I usually like to have those steps back here. Yeah, I'm getting old. I like my steps. Anyways, boys, I just walked you around. I like the functionality of it. I literally just noticed there's a mesh down there for airflow. I'm guessing it's to the brake system is what I'm guessing. No, I'm not going to get under the truck and get dirty. But if you have an opportunity to check one of these out, I highly suggest you. If you're mechanically intrigued like I am, I love my mechanical watches. I love my mechanics. What I'm trying to say is I love watching mechanics. I love watching ingenuity and the thought process, you know, trying to grasp the thought process and the concept behind it. That's what intrigues me and gets me going. Obviously, I got the red stitching and carbon fiber. You know, guys, I think it's well worth it. A sporty truck like this, you know, they're so expensive. Ain't nobody gifting you this thing, so no real reason to short yourself. Oh, I forgot to say, I want to show you one of my favorite things about this truck. Being a father of 4 kids. I think I started doing it and I got carried away. Being a father of 4 kids, okay? This guy is useful, right? You could lock it in that position, but you could also extend it. But this is the way I like it. Here's why. My kids come in here, they have tablets, snacks, and I mean, she's already dirty, as you can tell. Kind of just chucked everything out last night because I had a bunch of wrappers in here. My kids aren't spoiled. I just have 4 of them. Anyway, so once they sit down, they can shove stuff under there. That's one of the biggest things. If you're new to the channel, go check out my other video. Right now, currently, my default personal hauler is a 14 4th gen, and that's one thing the kiddos miss, that they can't put anything under the seat. Hold on a sec. Let me have a drink. I'm pretty sure you guys heard this thing idle, but it never gets old. Let's before we take off real quick. Now it's beautiful here. Those vents are functional. The sales guy said they're dead, but that's false. These are dead, but those are functional. I mean, you can see light through them. Okay, I'll let you listen to the exhaust and we'll go up front. I love the idea that it extracts heat. Oh shoot, I can't show you what I wanted to show you. Maybe I can show it this way. Yeah, I should probably be able to. Oh, you see that light through there? Yeah, and you're gonna tell me that thing's a dead end? Yeah, right, sir. There's nothing to see under there, I promise. Anyways, fellas, let's go for a ride along. I'll talk some more, and if you're interested, stay tuned. If not, adios amigos. I know this thing has nothing to do about diesels, and this channel is all about diesels. This is pretty much me sharing with my family. What's up? I don't know if I said this is my more or less daily. Absolutely love this thing. I keep it in slow. I keep it in snow because it's a slower response to the throttle. It's a lot less aggression in the tuning. It's kind of weird. TRXs are still pretty rare around here. A lot of guys stare checking out the truck, and I could really appreciate my tent, fellas. Yeah, you're not seeing jack squiggly through that back window. The front window's you can probably see a little bit. Man, Spokane's beautiful. And some of you guys ask me, why do I live in Spokane? At least my family is from other states. Like, oh, why do you still live in Spokane? Because it's beautiful, bro. Where do you get the full swing of all 4 seasons? For the most part, in Spokane, you get all 4 seasons. That's weird. Never had this thing stick to a gear like that. I am breaking this thing in. Believe it or not, that was maybe quarter throttle. You know, at the high point, like to get it out of gear. But let's watch this. This is not a truck you go out and this is not a truck you buy based off photos or videos, man. You gotta go out there and check this thing out. I've owned this thing not for too long, as you can tell. I only have 380 miles on it. But every time I drive this thing, and keep in mind, you know, I have to keep myself reserved and take it easy and whatnot, and I still have a smile on my face. Spokane roads absolutely suck. And my wife was making fun of me a couple nights ago. She's like, Paul, what happened to you ditching the potholes? I'm like, whatever. If they're not big enough, I don't stress anymore. It's just, it's good, man. If you're bothered by my excitement, please shut it down. This is probably my 10th take on this video, guys. I always get carried away, and I said, listen, either they're gonna accept me for how I am and what I am, or they're just gonna shut down. So I'm not gonna make an 11th take. Well, I'm not gonna make another take on this. You get what you get, and I'm done. I've never struggled to make a video like this. It's so personal to me. This is It's humbling, guys. It is truly humbling to buy myself a toy truck like this, coming from a middle-class family. That's how I was raised. Thank you to my father and my mother. They instilled some good values in me. To my surprise, they were not upset with me when I told them. Oh man, I get so emotional and carried away when I talk about this truck. Oh, this was probably about a couple weeks ago. Yeah, probably a couple weeks ago. My dad's like, I took him out for lunch, right? We're on the way to lunch. And my dad's like, can you ever get off of your phone? Your phone's blowing up, this and that. I'm like, nah, I got things to take care of, and give me a couple more minutes. This is the last phone call. He's like, what kind of deals do you have to take care of? And I told him, like, I got to decide right now. I got a TRX in the way. And he's like, what is that? So I told him, he's like, that's a good idea. If you have a plan for it, you should probably pull it off. I'm like, huh? The last guy I expected to support me. God bless you, Dad. Thank you for your support. But anyways, there's a lot going on in the economy. That's why I said what I said. A lot of people are going to question lavish, fun, joyful, whatever you want to call them purchases. But I'll just say God is good. Work diligently, be honest with yourself and then others. Don't lie to others or yourself by thinking you're being fair. No, be fair with yourself. Once you learn how to be with yourself, then you'll be fair with others. It's a big issue lately, guys. From hiring truthful people to dealing with truthful people as far as business goes. Hiring, meaning drivers for the most part, they're not truthful with their background. Other businessmen not truthful with the whole story. A lot of shady stuff going on, and I mean, people are stressed out in the world. But let me stay focused on this truck. This truck was solely purchased. It was ordered by me, and just as a daily, guys. There's nothing more to it than that. This is my current daily. I told my family this is probably going to be a couple-year-old. I mean, this is a truck I'm going to keep for a couple years and trade it off for something else. Guys, I think I might have an issue with that. There's no truck that I've owned prior to this that puts a smile and makes Paul happy every time he gets in it. I don't know what's about it. I think it's the cozy feeling, the way this thing handles the road. It's so plush and smooth. I've seen a review, someone said these things aren't good dailies. I don't know what you got that from, bro. There's nothing bad about this truck. I mean, clearly I don't have to haul a gooseneck daily, right? If I had to haul a gooseneck, it wouldn't be an option. But nevertheless, this is not a truck you buy to haul stuff. This is the truck you buy to... I highly doubt anyone's going to use it to the full extreme what it was built for. But, a little bit of off-roading, a little bit of exploring, this and that. This is a truck you just go out and have fun with and enjoy life. A little bit of rock, a little bit of mud. Kind of hard to call it Baja or whatever. But just enjoy life. Just do that, I think this is what the truck's all about. As I said, this video is very personal. Let me wrap it up and let y'all go. I walked into that dealership. I saw that charcoal truck. I was blown away with the structure and the elements and what the truck was all about. So when I went to order it, I obviously ordered every option besides a couple. And I don't even know about the bed liner, if it was an option at the time or what it was. Because when I was ordering, it was like last March. You guys know what kind of chaos it was. I think it's only until June or July things kind of slowed down and settled down. March was still, heavy crazing, and hell was broke loose on the dealership lots. Everything was drying. Nevertheless, so this is little boy Paul. A blue Tonka truck. Blue is my favorite color. This truck pulls off blue real nice. Pictures don't do it justice, guys. In the pictures, something doesn't look right about the front end of this truck, but in person, it hit home, guys. When I saw this thing, I'm like, dang it. I wasn't necessarily looking for reasons to walk away, but considering the situation and the time that we live in, I try to give myself reasons to walk away from this truck, and I just couldn't. Because when I first saw this truck, I'm like, yeah, Yeah, that's my little pickup right there. You better bet I will. You best believe I will tow with this truck. I'll hook up a car trailer and tow a car. We got a couple plans. Tow the Shelby out, do another couple cruises, so I'll definitely tow the Shelby with this. For all you die-hard Ford, Ram, Chevy guys, yes, a Ram's gonna be pulling a Ford, but not the Ford you want to see. I'd never tow another pickup with this pickup. I think this pickup's pretty useless when it comes to towing. Like I said, average 1,500 on the market would beat it in towing. But anyways, this channel is all about towing and diesels. I can't put a diesel. I'm not gonna put a diesel, and it's gonna be a cold day in hell for me to put a diesel in there. I love the 6.7. 6.7. This is a 6.2 supercharger. It's a peppy truck, you know. You just go and you have fun and enjoy life. Honestly, guys are talking about gas mileage, this and that. It's a 6.2 supercharged. Like, is it asking for too much? No, it's being realistic. I know the gas mileage will improve, but let's. So my average was 11.5 since I reset it. As you can tell, 350 miles ago, and the truck only has 386, so not too long after I picked it up. But I mean, I don't do highway driving; it's all city driving. I think that's more than reasonable, considering, you know, it's a brand new engine. I expect this thing to average 12 and a half. What I do, and no, I don't think that's ridiculous. I think that's more than reasonable for a truck this size and what it's capable of. But anyways, I'm not gonna show you all these buttons. All those salesmen showed you the buttons. What I am gonna say, they're not gimmick. You know, going through the settings, I feel the suspension changing. I do feel the tune changing, throttle response, you know, stability control. It's phenomenal. In that spectrum, what this truck could do is mind-blowing, guys. It's mind-blowing that you can press a few buttons and you can get so much out of it. Guys, I wanted to wrap up this video, but if you've been this long, I might as well talk about that. Hang on, guys. Let me get my coat off. I want to underline the ingenuity behind it, because that is what really caught my eye with this truck. So hang tight. All right, let's buckle up. We're out here in the country. I love it, man. Sometimes I take my family out. Let's go for a cruise. But anywho's, the ingenuity that went into this truck and what this truck is capable of is, to me, it's borderline breathtaking. It's like, how can you go from this to that? How can you? That is why I bought this. That's why I went into, you know, that dealership when I saw that charcoal one, the stability controller, the lower arm control, the upper arm control, the sway bar is what I was saying, calling it stability control. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, the rear axle having a shock of its own for torsion or axle wrap, whatever you want to call it, is what this thing's about. It is beautiful. Whoever the engineer is, dude, God bless you, and I hope you come up with some more product, because nowadays the vehicles that are being released, they're juiced. They don't give you, imagine, they don't let the developer, or should I say the mastermind behind it, explore, entertain, express. I think what I'm looking for is express themselves. They don't let the engineer express themselves through mechanics anymore. They're so driven by money. You know, at $100 grand, this thing is a bargain. Guys, think about it. The suspension in this thing. How about this? Let's rewind the tape. Try to pull one of these together. The suspension, the redesigned frame, the arm controls. You know, build an engine. You know, yeah, I know you could take a 6.0. I know you take a 5.3, put all your ported, polished heads and supercharged, you could have so much more power. Build one of those as a package, and tell me how much that cost you. So all in all, this is a bargain of a deal when you slice and dice everything. It's you, the consumer, who to blame for the engineers to get their hands tied, because you guys don't understand. Well, not you guys, but a lot of consumers, you know, they're money driven, and rightfully so. They work hard for their money, and they want to get the product, but they corner the developer, the engineer, and they corner the manufacturer, because a lot of people just buy the cheaper truck, maybe because they can't afford it. You know, there's a lot of reasons, there's a lot of maybes, there's a lot of ways to go about it, but I'm afraid this might be one of the last true Baja trucks, or if you could call it, off the assembly line. This might be the last truck that allowed the engineer to express themselves, guys. That is, you could probably tell, and that's why I appreciate this truck so much. Like, I am so happy driving this thing. Yes, I'm gonna miss it. You know, I wish I could haul my gooseneck and all these creature comfort, but I think it would lose. I think if you try to put this truck in a heavy duty, it would lose a lot. A lot of the appreciation to this truck is the way it handles the road, the way it handles the bumps, the way, like, I could go off and then I get back on the road. I probably shouldn't do that on video, but whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. There's not a lot that happens in the cab. Everything's so controlled. Everything's so well designed. That's the beauty of this truck. When I mechanically saw what this and how this truck was built, that big old pothole, that is what drove me to this truck. But once I purchased this truck, because I never test drove a TRX until I got in this one, that's just how that one went. Once I realized how the mechanics work with the electronics, it was like, boom. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get rid of this thing in a couple years. I just don't think in a couple years we'll have more to offer, you know. EVs, guys, EVs never will give you the emotion. They will never give you the exhaust note that gives you so much drive. If you call yourself mechanically driven individual and you like the silence and the G-force and all, numbers are great. There's a lot of things that look great on paper, but once you apply in real world, they're boring, they're useless. This could possibly be one of the last of the opportunities for the developers and engineers to express themselves. I'll just leave it at that. If you guys want me to talk more, holy smokes, 22 minutes. I better wrap this up. You guys want me to talk more about the TRX? Please let me know in the comment section. TRX isn't diesel, so I don't have plans to have it on my channel. But I have by all means, I have no problem sharing this TRX with you guys. If you guys want to know specifics about it, just let me know in the comment section. I'll do my best. As always, may the Lord bless you, and may you all have a mighty fine day. Ciao. Bye.